What's up, loves? It's your scientist, Princey215. God and Gaia is amazing, y'all. And I truly hope that you are living your best fucking life. Okay? Now, you guys, I'm going to hop right into my video. But first, I want to say shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for following me. TikTok is going up. My TikTok is constantly growing, like literally like by the hour. Like, I'm over 3,000 followers now, and I just started TikTok this year, so I wasn't on TikTok for a whole year yet. It's only been probably like 9 months of me giving it my all, and that's organic followers. So anyway, you guys, now we're going to do episode 2. I attached episode 1 at the bottom of signs of a malignant I forgot what I titled it. Malignant narcissist. And I use my own personal story so that way you can have something to reference. I use my own personal story of how I dealt with a malignant narcissist, which is my egg donor. And again, this is all for people to grow and learn. I don't care about my egg donor. If you know them, if you know my birth parents personally, you know, that's on you. I'm going to speak my story to help other people. So that's what my calling is. I didn't go through that for nothing. But you guys, on all serious note, this is a serious issue. People are literally suffering, and we have to break these spells. We have to break through. We have to break free. We have to heal ourselves. We have to unite with our soul tribe and just be gang. Like, you feel me, y'all? So yeah, so that video is below. That is the signs of a malignant narcissist. I don't think I mentioned in there that she was also a sociopath, but that was, if you watch that video, and I'm not done. This is episodes, of course. This is episode 2. This is how to heal from a malignant narc. Now, we about to jump right into this, okay? Now, the way you heal from a malignant narcissist, the very first step is awareness. Once you are aware that you are in a cycle of abuse, and a cycle of abuse, it's levels to it. I have a video on that too. I'll try to find that and link that too if I remember. I'll remember. But yeah, the way you heal from a malignant narc is by ending the cycle of abuse. But ending the cycle of abuse in itself is also a process. So first you need to be aware that you are in a cycle of abuse. And the cycle of abuse goes from high to low, high to low. It's a circle. You just keep going back and forth. For example, I'm going to keep using myself, referencing myself. My malignant narcissist egg donor, since I was 9 years old, constantly telling me to get out. I have to leave. I never had that stability. I never had that safety, that security, you know? So the cycle of abuse is real. So first you have to be aware that you are in an abusive relationship, whether it's with your parent or with your partner or with a friend, with your teachers, with your employers. I don't care who it is. Once you have that awareness, now the next step is taking the radical action. And radical action, but also having compassion for yourself. Once you are aware that you are in a cycle of abuse, once you are aware that you are being abused, have compassion for yourself, because the person who is abusing you does not have any compassion for you. So it's very crucial, very important for you to have compassion for yourself, for you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are worthy, that you will get through this. Do not beat yourself down. Do not make it, don't make yourself feel like it's my fault, I'm stupid. Don't ever talk bad to yourself. You already have an enemy outside of you. It's time for you to unite with yourself and become your greatest friend. Become your greatest support system. So please have compassion with yourself. Please don't want to self-harm. Don't do anything. And I'm not saying that to say like, I'm not here to be judgy or anything. Of course you want to have your roller coaster. If you do something and you come out of it, just be aware that you don't have to harm yourself anymore, because someone outside of you has already done that enough. You need to love yourself. So that's really the second step. So yeah, the second step is to really have compassion for yourself. Have that compassion, have that awareness. And then on top of that, this is what's going to really break the cycle of abuse, right? You're going to have what I used to hear growing up. I don't know if my grandma said it, but the thing that broke the camel's back, how it go? the tail that broke the camel's back, whatever it is, but it's going to be a breaking point. You're going to finally reach a breaking point where you realize, I'm not about to fucking go through this no more. The fuck? Like, fuck this. I don't gotta go through this. I don't have to. Who said I have to? So, once you reach that point, they're going to do something to you to make you reach that point. They're going to keep doing something to you, and you're going to finally snap. Because like I say, I like two analogies. You can't keep poking the bear and not thinking that that bear is not going to stand up and claw your ass. And you also can't keep kicking a puppy. You go ahead and keep kicking that puppy. Keep abusing that puppy. When that puppy get older, when that pup become a grown pit, it's going to attack you and maul the fuck out your face. That's just facts. You can't, everybody has a tipping point. Everybody has a breaking point. So you cannot keep doing shit to somebody thinking that they're going to keep taking it. I don't care if the person end up turning 40 years old, 50 years old. One day they're going to fucking snap. Mark my words. Before life gets to whatever for them, like I said, age, trust me, before that person passes on and moves on and transcends, they're going to have enough. Something's going to click with them, and they're going to explode. It's going to be like a ticking time bomb. That's why I like to use the lady in a burning bed. When I was younger, I watched the lady in a burning bed. And this is why I tell y'all, your shadow side is that's your reactive abuse. You feel me? Your shadow is your reactive abuse. This woman in the burning bed, her man, she was dealing with intimate partner violence. Her man just kept on abusing her. And what she do? She set him on fire. So with that being said, you're going to have a tipping point. You're going to have a breaking point. Once you get that breaking point, don't let it be to the point where don't able yourself to be Cain. You feel me? Don't able yourself to be Cain, and now you have that tipping point, and now you about to slay the person with the cane. Don't go that far. Once you realize that you had your tipping point and you've had enough, that's a beautiful moment, because now you can detach yourself and remove yourself. Because in my psychology classes, we learned about triangulation. Triangulation can be within narcissists, but it could also be in a semi-normal family setting, where it's the mom and the dad and then the child, and it's like 2 against 1, or the dad and the child goes against the mom. You feel me? It's levels to toxicity, but when you're dealing with a narcissist, you are either the black sheep or you're the scapegoat. So with that being said, you will be triangulated against. That narcissist will turn everyone against you. And I'm going to use myself as an example. I do have an 18-year-old little sister. And I tried so hard to be there for her. Like, I did so much for her while I was in college. I was taking my refund checks and just trying to, that's my form of showing people I love them, honestly. Like, money doesn't mean nothing, but if I have it, if I got baby, I'm going to make sure you cool. That's just how my heart is. So anyway, I will always do stuff for my little sister. When she started high school, when she went to 9th grade, I was in my sophomore year, I was in my sophomore year. I wanted her 9th grade to be lit. I went to her orientation with her. I got her all this stuff to decorate her locker. I just really wanted her to feel her greatest self. I gave her my all. I overexhausted myself. But my egg donor used triangulation. She used us against each other. And that's why I said, like, she's 18. She doesn't want anything to do with me, and that's okay. Like, I'm good with that. But I have to use this stuff as an example because this shit is crazy and it's lit, y'all. Not lit in a good way. But anyway, so triangulation. They will use triangulation, and this is the time for you now to separate yourself, right? You have to separate yourself from this triangulation so you can now differentiate who you are. You have to differentiate yourself from your narcissistic lover, parent, whoever it is. All this applies. When you're dealing with narcissistic abuse, it's nothing but gaslight and make you feel like you're crazy and everything you're feeling is wrong. And I'm gonna give y'all another example of like what's being gaslit. For example, with me, if you go watch the video that I attached about my abuse, me being abused since I was 3 years old, sexually, verbally, all that, my egg donor would say, oh, it's your fault. Oh, you have to take accountability for you being sexually abused. And I'm like, and that kind of stuck with me as a kid. I always like went in my head thinking like, is it my fault that I was abused? Hell no, it's not your fault. If you're a child, your parent is supposed to protect you. If I have a child right now, and I got a lot of kids, feel me? I got a lot of kids, but my kid come to me and say somebody doing something to him, yo, it's a wrap, y'all. We popping the trunk, you feel me? We calling everybody up here. It's a wrap. I'm not gonna tell a child it's your fault. Like, that's something mentally wrong with someone. So with that being said, you have to differentiate yourself from being gaslit. You have to now remove yourself from this environment. You have to align yourself, and you have to go within and realize the things that you were doing weren't even you. Because that's another, as an empath, I'm an empath. And if you are an empath too, when you are in this toxic environment, you will have toxic traits as well. You will behave in toxic ways. So once you remove yourself and differentiate yourself, you'll realize that some of the things that you were doing wasn't even you. You was just, picking it up from your environment. Person and environment. Learned that in school too. That's very important. You were picking that up from your environment. So you have to now remove yourself and differentiate yourself. Now, removing yourself, if you're over the age of 18, it'll be easy, because I know it can. If you're 18 years old, I promise you, I get it. I know that it seems so scary to be out here. I totally get it. I promise you, I've been there. I didn't fully, my cycle of abuse took to happen in two separate occasions. The first occasion was I was 20. I've been on my own for a complete 8 years now, y'all. Well, 7.5 years. But when I was 20, that was the last time that was my camel breaking the back, whatever. That was my breaking point, okay? When I was 20, that was the first part of my breaking point. My breaking point had two parts to it. The first part was when I was 20. Mind you, from the time I was 9 until I was 20, I done lived all over because she always kicked me out. I had to find somewhere to go. So when I was 20 years old, and I remember like it was yesterday, because I just started working at, I'll be quick. I just started working selling gas and electric. Wasn't making that much, because selling gas and electric, you only get, I would only get $20 or $40 depending if they do both. If they do gas and electric, I get $40. But if they only do one, I get $20. And depending on how many clients you get that day, you got to walk up and down streets all day, knocking on everybody's doors. Hi, would you like to switch your carrier? I forgot the little speech. But anyway, I just started that job. Like, I just started it. I was excited, but it wasn't that lucrative. I just started. So she called me while I was at work and was like, yeah, you ready for June 1st? I'm like, what's June 1st? Because I didn't know she was serious, because she always would kick me out. Or it's plenty of times where she would say, pack your shit and leave. And I go to my room and start packing my stuff. And then she's like, you don't have to go. It's okay. I just want you to just do what I say. Like, I just want you to just respect me, bow down to me. Like, you don't have to go. And I would be like, whew, thank God, because I don't know where the hell I'm going to go. Like, that's really how I would feel all the time. And I was 9. Imagine being a 9-year-old, like, where am I going to go? So that was the breaking point for me. When she said, is you ready to go June 1st? I was like, you know what? I said, God, let's go, God. I'm done. I promise you on everything I love, I will never, ever come back here. I visited after that. Yes, I visited because I have siblings. Never did I move back. Fuck out of here. I've been on my own ever since. Done had 4 apartments. You feel me? Like, got me fucked up. I will never go back. Yeah, you feel me? So that's your breaking point. Your breaking point is when you like, nah. And then the second part of my breaking point was basically when I tried to see my siblings, and she like, I'll get into that another day. So you'll have your breaking point. What I say, awareness, have compassion with yourself. You will have your breaking point. And then, I know I said another one, but now I didn't write that one down. See, I be too hyped. So, another thing, you guys, that you might have to do, like I said, you have to move away. But if you can move away and go no contact, this is the best one, y'all. No contact. I promise you. At first, it hurts a little bit. At first. Because even though these people were narcissists, when you really are, when you have a soul, when you're not empty, you really do love them. You do love them. And you are attached. You are attached. And you don't want to break that bond. But that's the only way you're going to heal. You got to put yourself first. If you keep thinking about somebody else and keep thinking about what they went through, how they're hurt, you're never going to heal. Just because someone was abused and hurt does not give them the right to hurt anybody. I've been abused since I was 3 years old. If I was to right now hurt someone, I would be prosecuted to the utmost law. And as I should be, because just because I've been hurt don't give me a right to be a monster to somebody else. We have a choice. You have a choice. Are you going to kick this dog, or are you going to pick it up and love it and pet it? Are you going to be a sociopath, a psychopath, or are you going to be a loving being? You have a choice. So with that being said, no contact. will really help. I have a year and a half, almost 2 years, no contact with my egg donor. And that's the first time in my life ever. Like, I've never in my life, the most we probably went without talking probably was like maybe 2 weeks, maybe. But I never in my 26 years, well, I'm 27 now, but then 26 years young, never have I ever went more than 2 weeks without talking to this woman. And y'all, I'm sitting here, I promise y'all, on everything, I got a year and a half, almost 2 years, no contact. So, and I did not change my number. That's my next part. You might have to change your number. It all depends on you. See, I can't explain this malignant narc. I got a couple malignant narcs that I've met. But for me, I was bullied so much in my life that you can't bully me. You feel me? Like, I pay my own bill. I pay my shit. I don't know. This is my personal opinion. I did not change my number from my malignant egg donor just because I know that she's not going to pop off just because she has other children that she has to tend to. So you have to know the situation. So for me, it was like, I already knew she wouldn't chase me. Like, so I already knew that because she wants me to chase her. If you know your malignant narc is not going to chase you, then you can just block them. You might not have to change your number. But if you have a malignant narc that has nothing to lose and will harass you, then you might have to change your number. You feel me? Like I said, my egg donor, she only, out this whole year and a half, no contact, she's only reached out to me one time, and that was via email. She's never hit my phone up. Like, thank God. Like, literally, like, I'm so grateful. She has never contacted my phone. She only sent me an email, no subject. It was no subject. And the message, she said, "How are you?" Like, that was it. So yeah, you might have to do that. And no matter how disrespectful they get towards you, because like I said, I have other scenarios, but I'm trying to keep it on this. I'm not really talking about her per se, but no matter how much someone keeps calling you or keeps disrespecting you, keep throwing shots, ignore. Never respond to them. Do not respond. Do not. Now, again, take it with a grain of salt. Because if you know for a fact, because these narcissists, y'all, really is weak. This is why I tell y'all, as an empath, our shadow side have no pain tolerance. I don't know about you, but I know my shadow side has no pain tolerance. My shadow side is really with the shits. So it's like a malignant narcissist be thinking that they really evil. But again, you keep poking the bear gonna come out and claw you. You think you about their life. Like I said, the lady in the burning bed. Her husband kept punching her in the face, breaking her bones, making her feel like he bigger than her. She was about their life when she finally snapped. She set him on fire. She killed him. You feel me? So with that being said, know yourself. Control yourself. If you know your shadow side ain't got no pics, you got to keep your shadow side at bay. So don't respond. Don't respond to nothing. Let it go. Fuck them. Your life will be 10 times better. I promise you. On everything I love. Once you have once you have your awareness, I really feel like I'm missing one. Once you have that awareness, once you know that, once you have your breaking point, once you separate yourself and differentiate yourself from that triangulation, you're going to soar. With time heals all wounds, y'all. I promise you. Time heals all wounds. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. This is my story. This is my life. This is why I am where I am. I am here because of what I went through. I got tired of begging these people to love me, begging for help. No. I believe in myself. And because I believed in myself, I graduated. I did that. I got my own shit. I take care of me. I don't ask or beg nobody for nothing but God. I'll be like, God and Gaia, please let me, not begging, but you feel me? I'll ask my mother and my father, the creators who created me. I'll ask them for my needs. They supply my needs. Once you get tired and fed up, you're going to dip. That's it. So I really hope this video helped you to know a true empath story. Me as an empath, me dealing with a malignant narcissist, Watch my story, y'all. I'm telling you, go watch my story. This woman kicked me in my stomach when I was pregnant with my child. I was 11 years old. So with that being said, I went through all that. I went through all that my entire life. I was never a child. But when I came to college in 2017, I got to reparent myself. This is why everything I'm telling y'all, I'm going to keep repeating everything. My channel about to go up, bro. Sis, my channel about to pop because I'm going to keep repeating everything to y'all because this is what I did. I'm not only using textbooks with y'all, I'm using my own personal experiences. This is real life. It just all go together. So yeah, heal. You can do this. I am a therapist, so if you want a restorative meeting with me, drop a comment, let me know. My email is inside of my bio on this YouTube. Yo, feel me? So yeah, you guys, I love y'all so much. I hope you have a beautiful night. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it, and like I said, go check out my other videos. All right, deuces.